Honestly, I have more babies the further the series we go. Me. Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Gray, and welcome back to my Twitch channel. A side note. I just added a new tier 1 emote. So if you are tier 1 subscriber to the channel, you should have access to Felix the Rat emote, which someone on a server made for me, and I appreciate them so much. But like for some reason I can't use the emote. I don't know why. Cause you would think I would be able to use the emote. Why is the emote not showing up? Does it need to get processed first? It might be that. It might be because like it has to get processed. Twitch said no. Yeah, it probably has to get processed first. But anyway, so gang, here we are. I'm gonna go ahead, load game, so the music is quieter. Anyway, so we are here. Why is my bitrate not green? What the fuck? Twitch is not working with me right now. Are you subscribed to yourself? I think not. Ah. I mean, it says I'm a 3-month subscriber, so like, good evening, gamers. How are y'all doing tonight? Chat is poppin'. Anyway, so tonight we are continuing our investigation from last week, where good girl Sakura died, and I'm sad. Holy shit, we have 11 viewers. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. I don't pop, I slide. My strong baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so before we do anything, I just quickly want to go through the truth bullets, so we have a little bit more of an understanding on what's happening, because it has been a while. We're here in this time of morning to solve some killing mysteries. Yes, indeed. Alright, I don't know where this energy is coming from, because my head's been hurting since yesterday. So, like, we're here. We're doing this. I might zonk out eventually, because I took... Oh no, the character I don't actually care. How dare you? How dare you? Also, by the way, clips, do them when I have good reactions, or I just start laughing hysterically because I took aspirin and then Tylenol because I forgot that aspirin is not the same as Tylenol. Both children's strength, so we should be okay. I shouldn't die or have internal bleeding. Should be fine. Anyway, so here we are. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna peruse through what we have so far, re-jog our memories a little bit. Oh, I forgot Sakura dies. I hate it here. Yeah. Our poor baby is dead. The victim is Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered. I almost heard that was the baby. I mean, yeah, she's my baby. Like my big, strong baby, as Marilyn said it, but... The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed, however. It seems that at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. I've been reading a lot today, so, like, we're gonna have some tongue twisters. I'm in the process of finishing editing my book, which I'm almost done. Children's strength doesn't work for me. I have to use the strongest stuff available. Children's strength typically works. Typically. Okay. A chair had been jammed against the door within the rec room, blocking access from the outside. It is believed the killer did this to create a locked room scenario. Ooh, look at that. Look at those lips. Sakura was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there's no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood, because it was poison from the chem lab. Y'all are fucking stupid. I have to use painkillers for work, otherwise it makes it hard for me. A blood stain was found in front of the shelf of magazines. The blood is presumed to be Sakura's. There is currently no explanation for how a blood stain would have appeared so far away from the victim was found. 'Cause she vomited it. That's what she did. At one point, Hina had been injured and taken to the nurse's office. After she was taken care of, she gave a piece of candy to Sakura, which had this type of wrapper. According to Hina, she had monopolized this candy as soon as it became available, so obtaining a piece would have been difficult to impossible. She was standing there when the vomiting session started. Yes, exactly. We're not stupid. Our character is, but we're not. There was pieces of red glass scattered near the table in the rec room. After finding the top and bottom pieces, it was concluded that the shards must have come from a bottle. A Monokuma figure was found laying on the rec room floor. It would fit roughly in the palm of your hand. And it was that bottle. There are a number of red bottles on the shelf of the rec room inside the bottle of Monokuma figure. Why do those exist? Just why? An empty protein drink was found near the rec room door. The container had a label reading Chem A2. The shards of glass from the window that was broken to get into the rec room were found both around and underneath the container. So I'm assuming fake window. They did something to the window, maybe? A fresh handprint was found inside the rec room's open locker. Since the locker was open before they opened the locked room, there was no way someone was hiding in there before they arrived. But someone was hiding in there before Sakura arrived. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro, asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Byakuya confirmed that he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her, and in fact had not seen her at all that day. So that is all 12 truth bullets we have so far. And I think... Oh, no! Stop. Alright. I guess... How do I fucking leave? Just use the map? Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck is that noise? Okay, we're gonna talk to Kyoko because I had no idea. How many people are still alive? We're down to 6? We're down to 6. There's us, Kyoko, Byakuya, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Hina. So there's 6 of us left. She was in the ultimate martial arts strong in body, mind, and spirit, so how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Can I fucking leave? Am I not allowed to leave? There's a button to leave. Oh, duh. You don't click the... It's R. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. I only wanted to check out the chem lab. You fucking idiot. Not only big Kyoko's so cute to me. Kyoko is really cute. Alright, so we need Yasuhiro and... I miss Taka. I miss my boy. Wait, is that... No, it's Sayaka and Toko. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
Justice! The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
I think Toko could have been the killer, because when she's Genocide Jill, then she does the whole things with the scissors. But when she's Toko, she could murder in any way possible. Provided she doesn't fucking sneeze.
I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously, Notoka slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. Yes, I do. I want to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had been asked to meet with you. What?
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, is she fucking guilty? Is she fucking guilty? Byakuya already told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Fucking vomit. I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Okay, bye. With that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. We have Toko's account. Let's go talk to Yasuhiro. Just at the end of this hallway, probably. It's Leon, Yasuhiro. Press the doorbell. A few seconds. What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yes, I did. Yeah, actually, just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? The fuck you talk? Are you high? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But it was a note. Oh, why is he fishy? Why is he fishy? Why? Why do you stink? Could someone kill themselves? I believe Inferno said that someone killing themselves is on the table. I think it could be someone that it could have been. I don't know. When she asked me to come meet with her, of course, but didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave me to in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. Gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you met and met with Sakura. No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. Or Genocide could have hit her in the back of the head to follow up, but then she saw she was already dying, or she sneezed and went back to Toko, and she freaked out. I don't know at this point.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at
I
me.
haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, sure. Do I have it? Let's see. Hero's feeling around in his pockets. Oh, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Huh. Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Hey, sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? You mean me?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So if you excuse me, why are you acting so fucking sus? Why? Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that he was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hero. What next? Definitely have to look around the crime scene again and be on top of that. Protein can, rec room. Sure, come from the chem lab. Yes, it did. Where should I start? Should have done the chem lab, but you were fucking over there. You were stupid. Everyone's sus this chapter. Hero said it was just trash. I cry. We'll complete the whole samurai thing she has going. It could be Yasha Toko were going to kill her, but she finished herself off. Maybe. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? I can teleport. Wait, floor. You're going on an adventure. I mean, I'm trying to get the... Okay, no offense to the game. I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible because my head is fucking killing me. Oh, that's the art room. We don't want to go to the art room. We're going to go over here. To the rec room. Huh.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? Told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her, but it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I made some progress with my own. Sakura's by the shelf of magazines and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. So, the body. I hate how that looks. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. It's unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I still can't get used to it.
True.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Sus? Kyoko's smart without being an ass. True. Very true. I will die for Kyoko. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Also, I'm still of the opinion that it's man with glasses that killed her. Byakuya, bitch boy. Douchebag McGee. Got it. Okay.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
True.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There was absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I didn't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. So we're looking at the bottles again. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. There should be 6.
Hey.
So did you figure it out? There's this hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, you'll sure to find it. Oh, it's chess pieces. So you have the pawn, the rook, believe that's the king, and the bishop. So we're missing the knight and the queen. Correlation. Kyoko, can you just tell me? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have a confidence in their outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! Knight and queen are gone. Yeah. I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Protag, you're so dumb. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma balls that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment.
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of a broken Monokuma ball? Try to get the small pieces, too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
Doesn't matter.
I write down a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. When I'll go, I'll try to gather up the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Oh, we're gonna see if it's 2 bottles. I just finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then.
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words.
Got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Weights. Oh! Pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma balls that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? It's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. This makes so much sense! And dumbass pro tag is like, huh? What? What are we doing? Being called obnoxious by someone who usually doesn't care about how other act, that's when you know you're a grade A ass. True.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced, which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to gather them all, but there's still a chance I could have missed some here and there.
then.
Let's give it a try. It's 2 bottles. It's 2 bottles. We're missing the queen piece. The broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible? Because it's 2 bottles. Honestly, even with his free time events, I don't feel like Byakuya gets redeemed for how he acts.
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. And then the mags. Gyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine's upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word has been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Whoever attacked probably used 2 bottles, one in each hand, to clap poor Sakura. Kyoko ex Mako. Gonna go give this to a bad rat man's ghost. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? No, because Sakura's hands are clean. Sakura's hands are clean. So it's clearly a misdirect. It's definitely a misdirect. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's so. She's the killer for sure. Hina, calm the fuck down. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. Jesus. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, that makes it much more suspicious. Yeah, I finished examining all things Kyoko mentioned. I did find some new clues. When it comes to the locked room puzzle, I'm still totally clueless. I just remembered there was something I want to tell you. I saw Byaku in the chem lab when I went to get the scale. I didn't want to deal with him, so I took great pains to sneak in and out without him noticing me. And
so
if you haven't checked out the chem lab, you should probably do that since I couldn't do it myself. You know, the protein can we found at the murder scene. Think you're right. I should probably take a look around that area.
indeed.
Alright, I was gonna do that, and then you said something. Yeah, leave the area. I always think Byakuya. Alright, so we need... Not that. We need... Not that. We need... We need this way. Ooh, oh boy. This is gonna give my head some pains. Woo. Data. Music. Can someone get killed in the music room, please? I love that. I love that a lot. Where the fuck is the... Oh, chem labs over here? Yeah. Subtotal in Maryland. Do you guys have the same exact color? Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. Think you what you meant to say is yes, sir. I understand. What the fuck? I don't know. Is this a kink? Are you a kinky okay, he does have the things around his chest, so he's probably into BDSM. I'm red though, and he's green. To me, you're both are red. Y'all both are red team. Why you bros red team? Really, sub is brown and Mary is red for me. Fuck. I want Byakuya to get the axe. To meet, we're both red. Oh, what is this? No, not that. The plants. This isn't the first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like these 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, but more important right now, what's the powder that's stood in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. This broken bottle in front of the shelf, is this where the powder came from? It's the same color as what was found on her shoe. Amazing. Twitch doesn't understand how to show color consistency. Twitch, just throw whatever colors, who fucking cares? Yeah. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilt.
So, in other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Footprints! These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Fuck off. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Him and his bold ass fucking eyeliner can just die. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Wow, I feel so called out by this drawing. Not bad for you, I mean, for me. So when we look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for that shelf, did whatever they had to, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be Makoto. Are they yours? No? Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, that image is literally drawn. It's a drawing of a drawing. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are really a valuable clue. Can I look at them again? If you lay out the footprints, it looks like this. And when you look at the pattern, whoever left these footprints on the shelf, and that's it. They were in straight, and there's something left. Let's go into the footprints anyway. Prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out who they are, which means these footprints are a super valuable clue. Is that all you're gonna tell me? You fuck. Bunch of yellow powder. Better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder. Okay. Based on the position of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Ooh, okay, now we got the truth bullet. Your feet are too big. Unfortunate. Oh, yeah, you're blue. Byakuya, your shoes are big. Guess we know what else is big. Mary, how do you change color the 3 dots above chat? On this shelf, this is almost like I tell them not too much dangerous chemicals. These look like poison and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelves with labels C and a number, so I guess it's for section C. Let's see what's on this shelf. Ooh, there's one with a C9. Dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers are with the A and a number, so I guess I consider this part shelving in unit section. But wait, there's more. C9. Because someone put this here on accident. Then B. So on this shelf is all B. Bunch of chemicals, I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in its experience to bring about chemical reaction. React shouldn't. Funny enough, when I changed color, Grant's name became a seafoam green color. As a Mycena has a totally different meaning for me because of Overwatch. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. Our label with the B and a number. Consider this part of unit B. I don't see anything out of ordinary here. In which case, what about the shelving unit? It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary, reagents, lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gone to protein powder from section A. But when concerned me in section A, there was a bottle with a label from section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? Wow. There's definitely something wrong going on here. I'm too stupid to find it, but I guess it doesn't matter. No, you're not stupid. Truthful. Oh, it despair. I'm tired of waiting.
Oops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Fuck off.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial.
You didn't even get it.
You know where to meet, right?
Web chat, there should be. Oh, yeah, you're helping me.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh my goodness! Hello. Oh yes, it's time. The time already, but we're in the middle of figuring out this locked room mystery. I'll have to tie up all the loose ends at the class trial. So we'll figure everything out. Why are you like this? You say the same shit every time. You're so... I hate our main character. Wow. Can we take a moment to, like... Remember when there's, like, 14 people in this room? It's just... This is so sad. He made his announcement, and then the ultimate martial artist. What the fuck? Why do you speak in emoji? What is happening? Locked room murder mystery. Siri, play Despacito. Can we get like 5? Can we get 5 likes, guys? Game 2 main characters is slightly more assertive.
What?
I just recently discovered the power of the emoticons. I fucking can't. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. I mean, that is so fucking relatable. Stop it, game. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Why the fuck? Why is this happening? I'm voting that's Byakuya. He didn't trust Sakura and even painted the name Toko to try and make it look like she could have done it. The only one who would really benefit from the death of Toko would be Byakuya. Besides, we know he loves to make the game more interesting. So yeah. Give it to his... Ooh. Ooh-woo. Eevee. Hehe. I'm back to tates me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do. He's right. That does make it seem sad. Now then, please go over to the elevator. I'll see you all down there. Oh. Why? Who could get fat titty typhoon? What the hell was that? Oh my goodness. He needs to use emojis for the rest of the game or else I do not like him anymore. Not like I liked him in the first place, but this makes him like 10 times better. I love but hate that place.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone? I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Hina needs to calm the fuck down. Dang, I missed the emoji. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Killer, the one that murdered Sakura! She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. That person is here. That person is one of us. Just go to the fucking elevator. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way to the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. My baby. This is the case. Hina is the most active, I'm pretty sure. Makes sense. It felt begin its sinister descent. Later lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. That's so sad how many people are left. Wow. It felt lower and lower, and suddenly, as always, ding, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Did he put fucking hieroglyphics in here? Is this new decor? Is this what we're paying tuition for you to do? I want my money back. Being her lesbian love of muscles. Yes. She has personal stake in this one. It's changed every time. I didn't notice it changed every time until this one, because the hieroglyphics are just so gaunt. I didn't notice. Okay, I'm dumb. Leave me alone. Just 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that it's not your fault. That's all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. So the curtain opened for the 4th time. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith, and deadly class trial. I don't get why he fucking says this every time. Why the fuck? Yes, save my data, please and thank you. I don't have any. No, I don't have any. Finish. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I didn't crack my fingers for like a really long time, and
If
now,
you can
like, I have to.
figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
He looks uncomfortable in that chair. Yeah. I don't think, because he doesn't have an ass.
Now then, where to begin?
Also, I do have new merch, by the way, because they keep rolling out new merch, so go ahead and check that out. He looks like he should be set on fire.
We already know who did it.
Oh, Hina, please calm down.
Deja vu.
I love how he said that, though, not gonna lie. Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was
Byakuya.
one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. She does. Spite work is definitely getting better. Haha.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
some concrete reason why Hina suspects those three specifically. I don't think Hiro really hates anyone. I just forget. Those three specifically. Yeah, it's the note. Mentioned before.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong.
Ding dong, y'all are wrong. Fucking love that. Break! Settle back up.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Ding dong, you are wrong. I think it says y'all are wrong. I think that's the meme. Pocket trash. Pocket trash. I am pocket trash because I am short.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong.
I love trials.
When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was... when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Why is he acting so suspicious, though? But what Hiro said can't be right because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is when Sakura got that candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it!
Why is he lying? He smokes too much of the devil's lettuce. Ah! Also, why, subtotal, you're now the same color as Inferno. Why are you guys doing this to me? He getting the paranoid phase. Yeah.
I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Why is he lying?
That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
Oh god, I changed any. It looks different to everyone.
Acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Why is he getting so defensive? Toko does have a point though. He's purple now, still green, lol.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh wow.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Oh. I am now fire brick. Maybe he's tired of everyone accusing him of shit. Maybe. That is a true point. Shining message would be Toko.
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Oh, the one in the book,
It was
yes.
her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, such big dumb. Hero, why did she write her own name? But even Phoenix Wright easily can prove when it's a false lead.
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Bro, you're digging yourself a hole. This literally happened. Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Sorry, this is good music. The wording messed with my head.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Ooh, okay. It's basically the idea she wrote the name with her blood, which is something that happened in a Phoenix case. Ah. He said he saw a dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah, fuck. John, did I say something weird?
Shoot. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Don't call her that.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
No, wait.
I saw her final
Oh,
words.
is it middle?
What's your problem? What
Is
I
the middle
said
mouse
makes
for that?
total sense.
Oh no, it's hold left click. That's what it is. I'm assuming it's a memory thing.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled
There we
it
go.
out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
Chiz Makoto is the main character when he acts kind of dumb outside the trial. Yeah.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah!
I can tell you when I
Fuck.
found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it
There we go.
out, I saw her final words.
Shiz Kyoko, it would have made more sense.
What I said makes total sense.
He was the stand-in for average folk because he's an average of the average. Yeah.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
There we go. Finally.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Why is he lying? That's... Wait, okay, here's a theory. Sakura committed suicide. she's framing it on Toko so that Hina doesn't have to deal with the hurt that her best friend committed suicide. That's my current line of thinking.
Tell us the truth, Hero. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Wait, hold on. I was thinking because then Kyoko would already have the answer because he's working with Byakuya to try to escape. Maybe.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, great. It's one of these fucking things.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
This should prove it.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But
What the fuck was that mini game? It's a rhythm game that you have to do. And I'm just gonna turn my light on real quickly. It's getting dork in here. And yes, I am wearing sweatpants with a nice shirt. Leave me alone.
both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Ooh, Makoto is big brain. Bullet time battles also get better over time. Their V3 counterpart is way better. Yeah, I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help you might give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. Going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
No. No.
So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance.
What the fuck is that
Grabbed the
face?
Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
What the fuck is that face?
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Oh. Oh my god, thank you for doing the something. Thank you. Anyway, you got an emote thanks to Chanson's subscription. Thank you. Chenson, since you're here, I should have emotes working, because I did add one for tier 1. So please check to see if that's a thing or not. It's a rat. It's a rat that looks like Felix. Leave me alone. But what about the other bottle?
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
We'll get there, Spade. We'll get there.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
The reason he's acting so calm is because she committed suicide.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
It's a rat. I added an emote. So it's a rat that looks like Felix.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it the hero did that doesn't make sense? What would he have done after writing the message doesn't make sense? Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? That's not the point I'm trying to make. Fuck! Why the magazine was hidden. Oh, yeah.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Found a Mal 5 emote. Yeah, that's not the one I'm talking about. It might have had to have been approved. I'm not sure, though.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't be like, it'd be Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Oh, Byako using big brain. Sarcasm.
Right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Here isn't the real killer. It's gonna take more than a bottle or two to the head to kill Sakura. Yeah, it's gonna take poison. I have proof of that. I'm not talking a whole lot because my head is still hurting. Ugh, fuck. No, why are there multiple?
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Here hit Sakura, that's for sure. That doesn't end there. There's something more that proves the wounds on her head.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
Oh my
If
god.
Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had two.
Nice. Thank you. Cool. Wait, hold on. Let me refresh this real quickly. Because it should reflect that I've gotten... Oh, it doesn't reflect. For some reason. It only says I have 7 sub points. Anyway. I'm dumb. It's fine. Wait, you have a little thing next to you now. 5 gift subs. Oh, it's because you gifted 5 times. That's why. Not because you gifted 5 just now. I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4
Also, how could she
Monokuma
not land
bottles
on the
left
floor when hit
shelf,
on the head that
right?
hard? Yeah.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
She's a storty girl.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy.
There's space for
If you
6.
look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Girl. Correlation between the Monokuma bottles is starting to come clear. It's the chess pieces! It's the chess pieces! You dumb fuck! It's the chess pieces. P.
Now I understand.
Woo. It's so obvious.
That's
I
it.
know, right?
The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Oh, good job, Byakuya, contributing to the discussion. Many people are not very bright.
And the piece that was inside the
Come
broken
on,
bottle
Big
we
Mac.
found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too
Choco
much
wanted
about
the
chess,
queen.
do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen.
I'm not having her recite all of that.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn.
Imagine doing
Just those
Hangman's
4.
Gambit when you have dyslexia or just bad at spelling. Or when they use like terms that make no sense, like schizo from like the second crime. Like, I got it. Everyone just staring at him. Yeah, he know. You gotta have some stupid people around to refute 24/7.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
There's actually 2 on the ground. We're just missing the other chess piece.
What does chess have to do with anything?
You're not paying attention, you dumb
Yeah,
fuck.
trivia is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle was missing. It was broken! It
The bottle
broke.
must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It was the experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
I mean, Big Mac might not be the brightest, but he's definitely not the dimmest in the group right now. Fair enough. Who's Big Mac? Is that Hero?
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier.
Make
And
a
the reason
oh
for that
us.
is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Big Mac is Makoto. Got it.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
Smarter than Hero slash Hina, but dumber than Kyoko slash Byakuya. Yeah.
Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must be used by some bowling aficionados. Sakura second attacker.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Oh, Genocider calls Makoto Big Mac for whatever reason. It's a fun nickname. Ah, okay. I just didn't remember that.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
Yeah, tell him, Makoto.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Oh,
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Oh, she hid in the locker. She hid in the locker. Oh, Yasuhiro, I'm perfectly willing to admit I'm wrong if I'm not convicted for murder. Dear God, she was practically foaming at the mouth. Oh, just wait, there's a character next game who has literally foaming at the mouth. Oh my God.
You just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
She hid in the
I
locker.
don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
So it's not ridiculous at all. I need to prove the shows. Hide in rec room. I have it. She left there before anyone could find. What do you mean there's a new element? No! Game, why? Why? And she's my second best girl of the game. So Hero literally made a dying note that might be right, says the serial killer. Yeah, let's hear it. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final stroke without a second thought, but from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the Q key, nor use the mouse wheel. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets of truth from, but for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Only halfway? Are you fucking with me? Oh my God. It's okay, we're not going to finish this game until, like, November. I hope you guys realize that. We're here for the long haul. Then good luck and have fun. Fucking kill me.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie. I admit nothing.
Final strike. Last
That's
shard.
enough.
Hiding the record. No, be ridiculous. It's the locker handprint.
I hate
What? Wait, hold on. Wasn't that right? What? Did I not do it right? You took too long. Fuck.
I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
Locker handprint.
Enough!
This should prove it.
There we go.
know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
And on the door.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Jesus, it looks like creepy grayscale.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
No, there's no way I didn't. Master says, tell me the fucking truth. I probably did. Sorry. It's just how it be. It just how it be sometimes.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Oh, okay, so when Master says so,
After
you're
I
gonna
read
do it.
Sakura's note, I decided
She's
to
a
go there
quite a
early,
sub.
so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Not the subscribing kind.
And I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean?
Guess who's back?
I love how she just flips on a dime like that. Oh my god.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh, so you're admitting that Byakuya is in on this too, huh?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Oh, he got a sweat. He's sweating. He's sweating. He's fucking sweating, my friends. Allegedly, and the magical summoning scissor she spawns.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible.
I'm pretty sure the anime points out that they're strapped to her thighs. I love that.
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's
Well
gonna.
then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought you sure you had some words for Hiro on that one.
Wrong. Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Yeah, the powder. When it killed Sakura is question mark.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Right from the magazine
I
shelf.
killed her there in front of the shelf.
That doesn't make sense.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong.
Boom! Ding dong, y'all are wrong.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf.
I got it.
Thought that was from
Sakura
vomiting.
definitely attacked in front of
Ding
the
dong, the
shelf.
hour's long.
The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
You finally noticed.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Shut up, asshat.
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
Yeah, I can't figure out the locked room
Until we
myself.
Take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Sakura weighed like at least 260 pounds in muscle. Yeah.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Reasons didn't work because I saw it for myself.
Even before we opened the
Ooh.
door to the rec room,
Make me dab?
Hina and I both got a look inside.
Okay.
And at that point, the locker
Door
was
was already
open.
open.
So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay, then.
Poggers.
Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
I got like 8 of these I can do. Please not in succession. I will kill you. And I will time it out.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
I still think she committed suicide. I have enough for 10 dabs. Could you really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's suicide.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Maybe written in there. Oh, it's in the Monokuma file. All right.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Because she did hand fighting, not swords. Yeah.
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Objection!
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Tell him, Makoto.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Tell them, Naegi.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Because I'm perfect and can never be wrong.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Ew, stop.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Kyoko
Is
intensifies.
it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Ew.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
Oh, you dumbass. I don't like the angle for
You never
Byakuya.
would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
You would know how she was poisoned, wouldn't you, Byakuya?
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
I still think it's suicide. She took the C9 bottle, mixed it with her protein drink, put the C9 bottle back, and then left the room. And then when Kyoko, or when the thingy happened, yeah, I think it's suicide. I forget if the Tell Them Naegi meme came from the anime or the streamer I watched play the games.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Why are you telling the serial killer this?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It's a shame of the supplements. I'm positive. Section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Byakuya compared the shoes. Yeah.
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Big lady, small feats. Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
couldn't believe my eyes. Byakko put the bottle of poison to his lips and... That's actually a really nice shot of his eyes, not gonna lie. So shocked at what we are seeing, all the dudes stand there and watch, but as if the most natural thing in the world, Byakko was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water. You can't just swallow powder. It'll stick to your throat.
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's the protein powder.
Talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakko and scraped out a bit of the contents on with one finger. Shut her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been, could it be, in the protein bottle? Hangman's Gambit. I think it's R. R? Protein. We're gonna learn how to spell today. Protein. I can. Protein drink. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
Gasp.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
It was Joe. He is the killer.
Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Seen a protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
No spider in my room couldn't be trusted. Damn it, Joe.
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Yeah, tell him, Makoto. It was the shoes.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
How would she not notice a change of flavor unless there was only a trace amount of the poison mixed in? Yeah, but I would imagine a big girl like her.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there.
I have questions. Why were you in the chem lab? Why? What were you doing? Scientific experiments because the library bored you?
They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And
No,
given
that
how
doesn't
clear
make
the prints
sense.
were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
if you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
So I understand why this poison needs to have the whole thing drank to work. Probably because of how anything is poison enough to be a drink.
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Why does this keep changing?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, Makoto and Hina.
I got it!
Leon! Leon was an
Me and
option.
Hina are the
Leon's
only ones.
dead.
Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Professor must be Makoto. Are they yours?
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make the why doesn't make sense. Like I feel there's something we're not. I still think it's suicide.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
Still
doing.
Don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating
Yeah, what's the
them.
motive? Why would she just kill her best friend? It makes no sense. Exactly, yeah.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Unless, like, the only thing I could think of would maybe Sakura asked her to. Like, go do this for me. Like, go get this for me, because, like, I want to end it.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
All of them.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
I didn't.
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Think she got the thing without telling her it was poison. She knows she gave her the poison just now.
It's too
Yeah.
obvious.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Only for Makoto she'll tell anything.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That's what someone who's guilty of something would say.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, that's a little strange. The footprints don't match
Can
up.
you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long until we figure it out? Duh. Till I uncover the full truth of this case. I still think it's suicide. Make your argument, okay.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
I think she committed suicide, yeah. Chem lab, when were the footprints and what direction are they facing? This, yeah.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to...
No, that's wrong.
Busted. I think got her the poison without
You said
realizing
you went
why.
To get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section
Yeah,
A.
the samurai shoe was also covered in the powder.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous. I didn't know. I noticed I left footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had
So it doesn't
already
make
been
sense if
spilled
it
when
was
you
the
came in,
protein bottle.
and you
Why
went
would it
straight to
spill?
Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
Oh god, this is making me dizzy.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Byaka was like, excuse? Excuse? I can't be wrong.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
I can't understand he is wrong. He can't compute it. Ding dong, Byaku's wrong.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Byaku can't comprehend. Wrong.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Not knowing either.
Me?
Yeah, tell him, Naigi.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I don't like how he's getting defensive. Shard of like blue glass kind of found a bottle. I think I remember now I broke something in the same shard of blue. It was the rec room window.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Byaku almost killed himself swallowing the glass.
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
Maybe we'll get lucky next time he'll swallow
It
it.
must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us. Wait, what? I'm confused. What? Baka has been pushier than usual this entire trial. Yeah. Inside the room? I don't... she put the poison back on... Section C? No. Fuck.
shoot,
I don't remember. Look, Kyoko, my brain hurts.
what's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Oh, poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. What Hina told us. Oh, it should be on the shelf of section A. There we go.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
You're just picking up on that now? Just now?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Thanks, Subtotal. I appreciate
It
it.
was there at least until
My
the
brain
window
is not
got
too
broken.
big right now.
In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because the glass was found underneath it.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't
Multiple
there when
choice
she
is my
died,
specialty.
How did she get poisoned?
You're right. We
I've
do
only got
need
10
to
minutes.
explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Found Byakuya under Togo.
Well, No, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Why are you acting like this, Byakuya?
How can you know what I don't know?
I think he's acting like this because he hates that he's wrong. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the can to the rec room after it was opened. It's the can itself. His own ego when he is wrong. LOL.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was up.
No, that's wrong.
His poor masculine ego in jeopardy. How do you know what I don't know? Because that's literally how people work.
Remember how there was broken glass scattered all
Well,
around
he's
the room,
not
right?
human. Poor baby.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Why are you acting so hostile?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
They were
He also found pieces
underneath.
underneath the can.
He's an alien.
What?
And this proves it.
We must
Shows
end
that
him.
The can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
Petition to end Byakuya. I would say sacrifice him to the fire gods, but they don't deserve that. Yeah.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
Please sign it on Discord. Oh my god. He's my favorite of the antagonist characters, but very much dislike him, LMAO.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result,
I signed it 10
the
times.
protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Ooh!
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Suggest a poll. Poll should be to run to end him on stream. Hold on. I don't know if I could change. Can I change polls right now? Let me see. I'm totally butchering his name. Oh no, new option. There you go. There you go. I just didn't know if I could do that on stream, so.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Got the poison from the chem lab brought to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura. It was baby, cause
Sakura herself.
she's suicide. Oh shit! He said please.
So Sakura, who was apparently poisoned herself?
Byakuya is a broken man. He died alone in a locked room. Are you really dead?
What are you talking about? There's no way.
She committed
On the contrary,
suicide.
we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying. Stop lying. Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not like Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Oh, I have to do another one. No, I don't want to do another one. Fuck you.
You're a liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Stop talking. You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong. Wrong. You're wrong. I hate you. You're a liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Stop talking. You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, wait.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the
This should prove it.
The old powder on her shoe. So I'm going to use these mirrors to show complexity of people. That is like 5 lies.
Did you know that
This is the
Sakura's
third time we
foot
had to
a
do
certain Yellow
this.
powder stuck to it.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow.
Hammer of
wasn't it?
Justice.
So the powder we found on Sakura.
It's
what
heavy
else
on that
could it
minigame,
be but the
LOL.
powder from the
Everyone
chem
keeps
lab?
getting feisty. That's what's happening.
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the
Of course,
person
I'm
who
the
spilled
one
the powder
I'm
by
able
the
to show
shelf
up to.
wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get the
The
poison to
only
kill
explanation is that
herself.
she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
She killed herself.
Here's my
She
answer.
killed herself.
The one who
I
killed
like being
Sakura
right.
was Sakura herself.
What?
Byakuya is not happy.
Killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
As of course, Byakuya created the locker room in secret. Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. Because Hina left a rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
Ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the
But
can
she
on
had
the
already
ground.
drank the poison. She wanted Hirabyako and Toku to seek her die. I think, okay, so if we recall back to Hiro's testimony, Hiro was allegedly the only one to show up, and Sakura said, well, I'm just gonna end it because she wanted to try to smooth the peace over with everybody, but the other two didn't show up. So.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yoko also showed.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
Well, Toko showed up, but she hid in the locker. So Sakura didn't know that she was there until after the fact.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No. No. No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Closing segment? Closing argument. Here we go. Oh, I get 19 minutes? I got 20 minutes on this? Okay, some notes. I hid somewhere. Hid in the locker. Oh wait, it's gonna be this one. Oh wait, can I page? Yeah, I can tab. Oh wait, it's this one. And then wrote the bloody name on it. Are these how the manga's drawn? I don't know. Side down. Queen. Yo, can we talk about that reaction image though? Sakura came from the chem lab. On the floor near Sakura's body, which someone had grabbed. Which was this one. This guy. Poor woman smacked by 2 balls and still tries to kill herself.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Byakuya.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a
Little
nearby
animations are funny.
Monokuma bottle
Yeah.
and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she
Rather
made
poorly.
one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice
Jesus, so
with the
many
same
bottles.
type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Oh, no, my baby!
was
No.
you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to, how were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
'Cause you're a dickbag. That's why.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
It makes
You
sense.
still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Yes. Yes. Snaps for Kyoko. Snaps. Definitely.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
He's like, excuse me? We did it. Amazing. A. Woo. Kyoko calling a bitch out. Oh, yay. So many coins. This is amazing.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong?
Bear.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
How do you have energy?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
It's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Why did he know? Why did you try to cover up what happened? Well, you see, all living things have energy. If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet you, why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you're going to take all of us with you. We had to atone for our sins because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand, let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's all my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness.
You tried to protect me, but because of
I
me,
can't forgive this.
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. You asked me to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us, and yet, you trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. My baby. No, Mary. But yeah, she didn't get memories back.
what are you saying?
Don't sit there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? This is what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina,
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked me for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized I saw someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please.
open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it, and that just added the weight she had to carry, and I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant. Of course I know what she's thinking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, I'm really trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
of
Idiot.
course.
Is it obvious? Monokuma's actions here kind of pissed me off, because he kind of meddled a bit.
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? Bahina already? Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura dressed to Hina and put it in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. Fuck you. Oh my god. I can't help it if you're totally took my little scribbles face value. You didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Shing! Did I falsify evidence that affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Jerking. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut!
And
So then, what did she write in the real suicide note?
What are you
I'm
gonna
glad you
do?
asked. For your benefit, I shall read using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold
It isn't just so unfortunate. Killing yourself is just so final, you know. You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you just get on with it, please?
Yes,
Okay, okay. Geez, talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hope each of his clones get run over by a bus. I hope they get hit by a rake. I hope they die in a fire. I hope they get shot by a meteor shower. I hope they hit the sun. Would anyone like to add to the list of things we hope will happen to Monokuma? I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
I love how she's writing it like this. Yes. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the
And
mastermind.
what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Ooh, just wait till we get Aaron to play Ultra Despair Girls. It's all about fucking up Monokumas. Ooh woo. They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. Excuse me, neighbors? Why are we being noisy? At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you,
Bye, Grant.
as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
I ship it. I fucking ship it. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do it as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. Mary, no! Barry will have a cry session later. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself, and you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? No one here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
What?
Herm? Because she made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And no one can blame Hina either. Oh man, he's sweating. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one who we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Excuse me? What?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear that the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
Then there's
myself.
no point participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I'll no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to, and that is to keep the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, what does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Whatever master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I could catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now you could say that Sakura's death had no meaning. How boring. Nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the
The
heck?
fun time? Excuse me? Excuse me? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you all been waiting for, punishment time.
what?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Byakuya just wanted Fear to keep playing the game. Whomst? Oh! No! BB! No! 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 I might actually cry. No! man, you turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. Whoa, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. What? After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm about to get the grilled goodness. Stop talking about food. You're making me hungry. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. Actually, I disagree. Pan-seared is good. Well, not seared, but like pan-cooked. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just someone in human AI, but it's true, so it's okay. Chihiro, one of the rare characters we see, die twice. It's for the sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's a pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? He should have said volleyball. That would have been a much better joke. Well, technically it was Mondo and Taka as well. Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was of my friend, and you killed him. Is that what you call animism? When a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you could call it whatever you want. So that means the mastermind knew what they were doing. That means he knew exactly what they were doing. Bottom line is, I got it. It got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally, no. I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop. I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to all play out from the start. True, but Chihiro was the face of Alter Ego. True. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew. And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Maybe more like a reward and honor for you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into a network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing menacing death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can even get lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. Taka died with Mondo, and then Super Saiyan revived, and Hifumi killed him. We're sad. We're sad, boy. I made us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones. Yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. A clue?
Hina.
I spoke with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin that surprise, so book club is dismissed for the day. You can't just stop at the most important part. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad that you don't even friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I ever let you get in your greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
sucks for you, losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Is the school haunted now? Is the school haunted with Sakura's ghost? Am I going to be wandering the school and suddenly a Sakura ghost appears? I'm going to lose my shit. I did not prepare this to be a horror game. Huh, wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever, who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about it. Think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing, but what was all that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. Drugs. It's drugs. Plot twist, Sakura used another chemical to make it look like she died and waited for everything to die down. Ooh. Kyoka said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over. What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What? Answer me, what did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I think it's like, maybe like, okay. This is gonna be really fucking far-fetched, but this actually is a plot of a Professor Layton game. Which I want to play on the channel at some point. But the plot in one of the games is that you go to this town. And I don't remember all the details because it's been a really long time since I played through the entire game. And you don't find it out till the very end. And the town people were mining in this mine. And they actually released a lot of this gas into the air. And it spread throughout the entire town. Which actually isn't a hallucinogenic. So when the professor arrives to the town, everything's like dark, but then they breathe in the hallucinogenic and like everything is bright and glowing and everything's alive and like of a particular time period. So maybe it's something like that where they're breathing in this toxin, this hallucinogenic, and they're believing this is in this world, but like they're actually not, because where the pictures are coming from. And if only they were trapped with the ultimate doctor or scientist or biologist or whatever. For real, though. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. I mean, there's a nurse in the next game. Is it Nurse Joy?
But...
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Close enough, right? Closest you get is the ultimate nurse in DR2 and a pharmacist in DR3. Ultimate pharmacist? Oh my god. I love that. What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back the ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. Stop being... Can I throw something at you? Ooh, true. The pharmacist in the 3 anime.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up! He can't handle it! You can't handle the truth! Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I needed someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then... I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Ooh! I can't suffer this existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Ooh. Ooh. T.
What did you say?
Sleazeball? He can't handle it.
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. More biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends. I love you.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to the abuse give and take. Me. I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. Dan Byakuya getting fucking shot down left and right. Hina dropping the bombs. If Hina dies next, I will cry. I will cry more. I don't want Byakuya to be the last one with me. Ew, disgusting. The story wasn't even close to over. Yeah, we're not even halfway through the fucking game. Time kept marching on, and we all went back to our rooms before long night snuck on upon us. Who the fuck? Oh, no, this is not the doorbell. This is, what's his face telling us to go to bed.
As such, it's soon the doors to the dining. Okay then. Sweet.
Isn't the meme scene coming up? I'm probably gonna end soon. Or no, I can go 3 hours. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it down to sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. The night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wow. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? Voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. How the fuck did you get into my room, bitch? Where the fuck did you come from? Excuse me. I thought it was be Sakura, and I was be like, I'm in too deep. Everything at this point is a meme.
Yes, it's me.
You mean the warning?
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It took you that fucking long. How fucking dumb are you? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Time unknown. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
I don't believe that. And always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's not midnight. It's 3 a.m. game. So late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. Can I suck your dick? What's your favor?
So
Remember when Sakura said at the end of her note, I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I will find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered, the data center on the 4th floor. What?
goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. And kiss. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed brain. The data center, but I thought it was locked. Stinky. Yes. She did the do. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I went up to the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. She may be inside already. I put my hand to the door with a certain amount of force. I'm scared. I am actually scared. I don't like this. Am I gonna get jump scared? Because I will scream, and it's not gonna be pretty. It didn't open. I tried again, but rattle, rattle. Must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh ho, what are you doing up, mister? Gah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibia. Prohibia? Is that like the cousin of Activia? Brain. Oh, well, you're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But no jump scares, don't worry. Nah, 0 jump scares in my good Christian game. Thank God. I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can't see for myself. It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you going to try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko. Now you too. Whatever you two, you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoko. Makoko? What is my brain doing? Prohibia, no 100% fact. There just leaves emotional scarring. Makoko. Makoko. Let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. Makoko. Makoko. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we
Don't
go?
worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Go on. Get out of here. Shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. And then,
goodbye.
hold on. Listen, what was all about just now? She woke me up and made me go to the data center, which I just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. Figured I would just let it be the end of the conversation like always, but
Goodbye.
well then, good night. Sure. Then that was over. But as I turned to leave,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
excuse me? Cute pet name. Kyuko's right next to me once again. Wait, did I skip something? I'm waiting for the playback. What? Oh. Kyoko's right next to me, once again whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Oh. Seven? Question mark? An altar lump present. Yes, please save my game data. All right.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
I'll go until 10. It's fine.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her, Mukuro Ikosaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. What the fuck is this music? I don't approve. And again? We remember Kyoko. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial that morning in the dining hall, everyone showed up. Wow, I'm impressed. Last time on Danganronpa. Previously on Danganronpa. Let's begin our usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well,
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Yo, everyone talking on Byakuya is so funny. Class. Regardless if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Toko's like,
Huh?
Toko, you've been pretty quiet. What? Is Master mad at you? Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. Where the fuck do you come up with these insults? I'm like bloated like Byakuya's Iku.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. I hate you. You are a fucking sleaze. Oh my god. Follow my lead, says the guy who's forcibly taken over a few investigations but left everything up to Kyoko Mako. Tell them, Naiki. What? But she can't open her mouth. She can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
how about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe that this is the small talk Byakuya warned us about. Hero got the shroom name because of the shrooms, LOL, the close relative of his beloved weed.
Come on.
And yet I let myself get involved. He's sweating. He's sweating. I see you. But now it's finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Okay, this isn't a democracy. This is a dictatorship. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya. I keep mispronouncing his name now. We all started our exploration. Just call him Dickhead. How about that? Alright, so there's a that's a wall. Stairwell. Still locked. Cool. Fantastic. I'm gonna port. I really am gonna port. I don't fucking care. We're gonna port to 4th floor. Go. Ooh, the set of stairs is open now. Byakuya. Yeah, Byakuya. I say it right, Sorrento. So here I'm on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. How high is this school? Because you've been calling him Byakuya the entire time. I know. I don't care. It's fine. The 5th floor is opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Why are there bamboo everywhere? Why? Okay, classrooms. This is weird. This is fucking weird. What the fuck? Oh, hi, Hina. This floor feels different compared to all the other ones. I'm not sure what it is. The 4th floor felt weird to me. Leave me alone. Enjoy teleworking in this game. Future ones incentivize you to walk around. Okay. Teleporting. That's why I never bothered to correct you. This floor feels different compared to all the other ones. Not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. We're gonna save that hallway. We're gonna save that. What the fuck is this? This is a botany garden. I was right! Oh my goodness! Succulents! At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling. Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. Weed! Gateway to heaven. But that's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge in Earth anymore, they'll plan for global human extinction into action. There will also be chimkins here. Chimkins! Chimkins!
Well?
I'm serious. What the fuck are you talking about? There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. Sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without my permission. Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. This Twitch has their own stupid emotes. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 every morning. Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you get drugged, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running around through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? Ew. I'm gonna tell everyone. Ew. Stop. Okay, so then there's the shack. Chicken coop. What's a chicken coop doing here? Chimkins! This place is chipkins, huh? They're just regular chimkins, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. It's a chimkin! It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. This chicken doesn't have, like, a second form, right? Do you want to check each chicken? This chicken is really alive, right? There's no mistake. This chicken, it's not expecting to be fed like us humans, right? The chicken. It's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? Okay, I'm done with that. Step away from the chicken coop. Yeah. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know, the number that comes from after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. They have big tails. You don't need to check each chicken, but I doubt you're gonna stop. The small coop for 2 roosters. You never let me get a word in edgewise. Okay. To be sure, I should take a look inside that tool shed. Space to me totally disorganized from a lawnmower to fertilizer to flower pots to farm tools. And then against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Pickaxe. Huh, there's something carved in the handle of the pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? Hint coin. Isn't that one of the stinky flowers? I don't like that. Ugh, what is this? The super weird, super creepy flowers aren't supposed to get that big. Is this real? Watch out! What? That's the Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself, and it's not. Oh, Mondo with Crazy Diamond. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. Try and touch it, and you'll receive real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing, if I do say so myself. A student of Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. It's the ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. Can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. I really need to keep my distance. Hint coin! Alright, we're gonna leave. I'm gonna just quickly look around. What is this? Is this a dojo? That looks like a martial arts dojo. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here. Oh. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna stop here. And then at the start of next stream, so next Wednesday, for Danganronpa, or would it be Wednesday? I have to look at my stream schedule again, for next week. Yes. Dojo and Sakura just died. Yeah, this is so sad. No, baby. Anyway, so next week, be on the lookout for when I'm streaming, because I'm not sure yet. It's gonna be 7 o'clock, most likely. And then next week, when I play this, we'll take a look at the rest of the rooms in this area. So thank y'all for watching. You saw me cry on stream, which is always a fun time. Thank you for subbing to my channel. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday for some Halo Wars 2, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's gonna be a grand time. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Bye, guys. Bye, Mary. Alright, and with that, I'm out. I'm peacing, because I also have to go to the bathroom. So, bye.